What's up everyone? Welcome to part 4 of my 5-part S20 Plus review series. Today, we're focusing on cameras. Yes, that was a pun. If you missed any of my previous videos where I went over design, display, and performance, then feel free to click the links in the description down below before or after watching this video. So, let's dive right into those cameras, which are everywhere. They're all over the phone now. They just keep multiplying. How many cameras is too much? Cue the intro! The S20 Plus has a quad camera setup, 1 on the front and 3 on the back. The front being a 10 megapixel f2.2 aperture sensor with dual pixel autofocus, similar to what you'll find on a Canon camera. On the back, we have a mess of sensors. Starting at the top left, we find a 12 megapixel f2.2 ultra wide lens, a 12 megapixel f1.8 wide angle lens with super speed dual pixel autofocus and OIS, and on the bottom left, a 64 megapixel f2.0 standard telephoto lens. Lastly, on the right, we have our flash and then 2 depth vision sensors for AR and bokeh effects. My overall experience with these cameras has honestly been pretty mediocre. Some pictures turn out way over sharpened with weird color shifts happening even when taking the same picture twice, and then other times it produces classic Samsung photos with beautiful colors, fantastic contrast, perfect sharpness, and amazing exposure. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. I don't know if it just needs a software update or what, but I'm just not overly impressed as usual with this year's array of cameras. As for video recording, you can record in 720p at 30 to 960 frames per second for super slow motion, 1080p at 60 to 240 frames per second for regular slow motion, 4K at 60 frames per second, which you won't be able to notice at the moment since this video was rendered in 1080p at 24 frames per second, and then finally 8K at 24 frames per second. Why do we need 8K recording on a cell phone, you may ask? Because it's Samsung, and they need to be the first to try everything, even if it sucks. All right, everyone, that wraps up part 4 of my 5-part S20 Plus review series. Make sure to stay tuned next week for when we go over everything audio related. You're not gonna wanna miss that one, because audio is my favorite. Ooh. Be sure to click one of the next 2 videos right over here to keep watching. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one.